Hello and welcome. Would you believe that something this professional could be produced from prison? Well, Larry Joe was serving a 5-year sentence when he took a giant step towards making his dream come true. The former gangster recorded his first music album inside the Douglas prison in the Northern Cape. How is that possible, you may ask? Well, Larry's is an incredible life journey with painful decisions and brave moves.
I always felt, in Afrikaans they call it minderwaardig. I think it's feel inferior, you know, like amongst the friends I'll have broken shoes and stuff, and so that's where I started stealing that. Like I also want to have a nice pair of shoes because there's nobody to buy shoes for me, and that's how it started. There was no real positive role models in our communities, you know, somebody to inspire, motivate you. And well, at the age of 13 and a half, I got introduced into the number gangs, and it gave me a sense of belonging.
Born in Douglas in the Northern Cape, Larry Joe's childhood was a troubled one. Living with an alcoholic father, violence was almost a culture in his home. But one particular occurrence back in 1990 changed his life for good.
One of the incidences as a child that I remember was my mom sending me with a 10 rand to go buy a bread and something to eat. And one of the gangsters just took the 10 rand from me and he smacked me behind my head. And I was so scared. But at the same time, I had some kind of admiration, you know, for them, because it felt they were in charge of their lives. Because I was scared at home, I was scared in the street, and here's somebody that's actually like a leader figure.
Larry did what many in his crime-infested neighborhood expected him to do, joining the notorious number gangs. As one of the youngest members in the gang, he specialized in petty crimes like shoplifting, eventually graduating to theft and housebreaking. It was a matter of time before he landed on the police's wanted list.
Well, the Monday I heard the police were looking for me, and I thought, no ways, I'm not going to go to prison. So I got on the train in Kimberley and I drove to Cape Town for 17 hours.
Without any relatives in the mother city, Larry ended up on the streets, begging in parking lots to survive. Waking up one day, he saw a band playing on a busy street. Larry was envious, realizing he too wanted to earn a living playing music.
So I went to Cash Crusaders with 130 rand that I had, and I bought myself a second-hand guitar for 125 rand.
His father having taught him to play the instrument as a little boy, Larry started making a living playing his guitar in front of Cape Town's restaurants. For the next 7 years, this was Larry's life.
One night, while sleeping on the street close to Elsie's River Station, on cardboards and with the plastic on top of me because it was raining the previous night, I had a dream that night on the street. And in my dream, I was sitting on a chair on the stage, a high chair with a guitar and a mic. And the venue was New York, Madison Square Gardens. And in the crowd there was 150,000 people. Just shouted my name. And I never in my life felt that happy and that fulfilled as I fell in a dream.
It was a profound dream. For the very first time, Larry believed he could turn his life around and make his dream come true.
So I decided, to take responsibility for my actions. So I got on the train in Cape Town again, and I went back to the Northern Cape.
After 7 long years on the run, Larry did a remarkable thing. He took a brave and painful decision to hand himself over to the police, leaving behind the 2 children he fathered when he was still living on the streets of Cape Town. After the break, we take you inside the Douglas prison. See how Larry served his sentence.